Yes, we are.
Oh man. May I?
Yes, it's delicious. I just chugged one too much.
I'm full of beer here.
Who cares?
They put us up a parade.
We the
Guys,
champs.
we did it.
We the champ.
We did it.
It's all because of us.
All our efforts,
It's all because of us.
they all paid off. All the long hours grinding in the studio, thinking about how it'd be awesome to be a champion. People they don't show the hard work. You know what I mean? All you see is what comes on when the lights shine. You don't see what's going on behind the scenes. You don't see people grinding at 3 p.m. You know what I mean? You don't see the bros on Nugs talking nuggets without the camera on, like
Taking notes.
yeah. It's hard work, man. It's hard work. But we did it. We're champions. Oh my God.
Yes.
High five.
I like you. You like me?
Yeah. Thank you for joining us, Bros on Nugs faithful, the 3 of you.
It's a little child.
Hey, it's all good. The door's broken.
Dad,
What?
can I play my phone now? I did a drawing.
Sure.
Hi, my name is Simon, and I like to do drawings. Hi, my name is Simon, and I like to do drawings. Dude, how awesome! It's been a couple months, but
It's
like
been a few months.
we still live it. I think I live it almost every day. I honestly don't think there's a day where I wake up and one of the first thoughts on my mind is we're the champions. It differs in terms of like the importance of the thoughts in my mind, but certainly one of the first thoughts in my mind every morning is
champs.
we champs.
We champs.
We did it.
We I at least once a day check out all the Nuggets championship gear
Yeah, we know,
on
Tim.
multiple different sites.
We're well aware. You look good though in your championship gear.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have tons. I've got tons. You'll see them throughout the
Please.
season.
No. Tell us, what did you buy?
Well, I bought this jersey. I bought a Michael Porter Jr. Mile High City jersey. Like
Where'd you get that jersey?
Oh, on a sketchy website that social media sent me to.
Yeah, is that even red?
I have no idea. I'm colorblind, bro.
I like it.
Got that. I got a Grateful Dead Nuggets championship shirt. I got a Ninja Turtles. Nuggets championship shirt.
Turtles.
I got the shirt Dave got me from the parade. I have the locker room stuff. I bought a banner that my wife and I are currently in a dispute on where to hang. I think I finagled the ability to hang sports-related flags out in front of my house, which is good because she doesn't know, but I bought a Nuggets championship flag as well.
Good.
Yes, and I'm waiting for a replica ring. I'm gonna buy a replica ring, and
I will definitely buy a
I'll buy
replica.
a replica ring, and I'm gonna put that on my finger and
Wear it around.
wear it around. Not really, but like I have some replica rings that my dad gave me for Christmas. I've got a couple Bronco ones. I think it'd be fun to add a replica ring to that as a Nuggets championship.
Cubic zirconia.
Yes.
Cubic
If you buy a legit one, you're gonna go broke.
Sometimes it's
Tom
worth
can't even
it.
afford it.
Sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it's worth it
No.
to spend your money, everything you've saved over the course of your lifetime, on a Nuggets championship ring.
Well, I'll buy a replica, and I do want a replica of the trophy as well.
Is buying a ring
Like it's a smaller one. They like fit in a window.
like my fantasy trophies?
Yes.
I love it.
Do you think that's a good investment though? Like, so they say buying a house is like the best investment someone can make to actually like make money in the future. Do you think buying a like an actual championship ring might pay off? No, because you'd never sell it.
Exactly.
Okay.
What might pay off? You never know.
Someone would sell
like-
it.
You die, your kids are gonna be like, "My dad had this real ring. Like, how much can we get for it?"
$500,000.
Boom. It won't benefit you because you'll never sell it, but it benefits your children.
All right.
Or you sell it for a college fund. You buy it, you hold on to it, and one day your kid has to go to college and crap. I'm gonna pay for that shit.
Well, I mean, maybe your kid gets a scholarship because she's a girl and she can play golf.
Which
That's
one of your
that's
kids?
sexist.
Which one of your kids can play golf?
It doesn't matter. They can play like D2 golf, get a scholarship.
Hey, how about Coco
Title
Golf?
9, bro. Yeah, Coco Golf.
Coco.
Sorry.
U.S. Open champion. All right. We don't have a lot of time because we are going to watch the Broncos game.
Broncos.
And we've allotted ourselves some time ahead of the game to just talk the Nuggets championship and revel
The run.
in the run and the beauty and just everything that has to do with it. So let's stay focused here. I have a question. From the finals series against the Heat, what are your favorite moments, if you could choose 2 or 3 favorite moments of the Heat series? Tim, think about this as well.
Talk about yourself.
I will think about this.
Game, what was that game? Not game 2, which we went together. Actually, that was a good moment. I enjoyed the first 3 quarters
Right.
of that. Going to an NBA Finals game, something I never thought I'd be able to do in my life.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
we had fun.
We had a
We
great
had
time.
a good time. 3 quarters felt really good.
We got hosed.
We got hosed in the 4th, but for me, it was actually game 3 and us going back to Miami, big game, and having both of our 2 stars drop 30-point triple doubles.
Oh, yeah. The response to game 2 is an incredible
You can't
moment.
stop us.
They both got triple doubles, man, and played out, balled out, and that game 3 will probably be one of my most enjoyable moments of that series.
Yeah. Okay. Tim, do you have a favorite moment?
What? Game 3, winning the championship was a lot of fun. I got to watch that with Dave up in Florida at the camp. Sorry we couldn't be with you, Will. We did FaceTime with him right away. Would have been fun if we could have all watched that together.
Right.
I know we didn't win, and I've been to some important sporting events in my life. Been to some went to Olympic trials.
Rose Bowl.
Went to 2 Rose Bowls, and this ranks right up there for me. Even though we lost, the fact that I got to sit in Ball Arena and watch the Nuggets play for a championship was pretty sweet. We did get hosed and we didn't win that game, but the fact that I got to actually, considering summer's the busy time for me, that I was able to get to slip away and actually make that happen, it meant a lot. And so that's something I'll cherish the rest of my life. It's the Nuggets winning is one of those moments you'll never forget, right? And it's just one of those moments in life where you go, I will always remember that. Like when Texas beat USC, like when we were there for that. Like it's just, I get we were at the wrong game, but and just the whole thing. Game 3 was like a hell of a response, and after seeing that, I was like, we're gonna win this. Like because I was a little nervous after game 2
Right.
when we lost, but then the response in game 3, they came out and they performed the way they performed. I was like, this is over. And I kind of wanted it to go to game 5 just so we would win it at home.
Yeah.
No, we did win at home. We went to game 5.
Sure
Sorry.
we did.
I blanked out there for a second.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I blacked out.
I blanked out. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Watching Himmy Butler struggle against us really all series was fun to watch. But I mean, it is imprinted in my brain. KCP just running the clock out like at the end of game 5, just stuck in my brain forever, right? Like some things are stuck in your brain forever, like the first time you stub your toe or, the first time you make eye contact with a beautiful woman, the first time that you ride a bike, like some of these things are just imprinted in your brain.
For me, another imprinted. I know we're going Broncos. This is Broncos, but
Okay.
when John Elway dove and got helicoptered,
Oh, that's
Right.
I remember that. I'm like, we're gonna win this game.
I
We're
mean,
gonna win this game.
the Lakers series. And
has
Jokic,
more memories.
but Jokic was hitting these
Yeah.
ridiculous like deep threes as like buzzer beaters. He hit a couple of buzzer beaters that were ridiculous.
Right.
And in my mind, I didn't share it with anybody at that time, but in my mind, I was like, this is our year.
You know what?
That was what I was thinking. I was like, you don't hit those shots if it's not your year. Like we hit those shots, and I was like, this is our year.
You know what I really appreciated about the finals series is that the refs, I think intentionally in trying to favor the Heat, obviously, allowed it to be a super physical series. And it benefited us instead of like, that was always the rap on the Nuggets until this year was like, they're not physical enough. They don't play hard.
Right.
They're just finesse, score a lot of points, blah, blah, blah,
They're
blah.
not tough.
They're not tough.
They're mentally tough
Dude,
and physically.
Jokic is fucking tough.
Yeah,
right.
He's gotten really tough the last 3 years.
And KCP is
So
a
cool.
dog.
Yeah.
And Gordon is tough,
And
right?
Brown.
To see Gordon change from he was a little tentative last year in the post-up game.
He found his place.
He was like, dude, if I just wait, I can just use my size, and that's all I need to do, and I can help us win.
Yep.
Amazing.
He's a good teammate too.
And-
This summer to watch horse racing.
One moment I forgot to mention was MPJ's random ass between the legs, backward
God.
between the legs.
Yeah.
layup.
Yes.
Yeah.
I yelled in the middle of that. I was like,
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine him yelling at him.
I think we were both like, what the hell?
And he's just like, I was like, that's travel or something, right? That's like,
No,
man.
this
It was a sick little
move.
move. And he actually finished.
He finished, but his dunk on Kevin Durant,
Oh,
I want that poster.
me too.
I just want that poster.
Yeah, let's get a poster of that. Yeah, go ahead. I know
Sorry.
you're feeling.
No, I was gonna say like offensively, he didn't meet our expectations in the finals, but his defense is what and his ability to affect
He
winning.
grew.
And he rebounded.
And he rebounded.
He grew in the
And
playoffs.
he played well enough for us to win that series, even though offensively he was off.
I honestly feel like I saw more growth from him from the first game against Minnesota through the championship than I had the rest of his career. He grew. He found his position. He found what he was doing. He was kind of figuring it out towards the end of the season, but I really feel like this playoffs, MPJ kind of found who he is
Right.
a little bit. Like he was playing defense. He was crashing the boards. He was attacking the basket. Now, he wasn't always hitting the threes like we like to see him do, but he was doing other aspects that affected the game, and I feel like he really grew in that aspect this playoff series.
Right.
This playoff season that we had.
MPJ, man, I think he's legit, dude. I think he finally has risen to legitimacy, and not because of his scoring and shooting, but because of his effort and play. And that's really what makes you great, right? You know what makes you great is your effort, and you'll score a lot, and you'll hit threes because you're a great shooter. But what makes you great is when you put in the effort, right?
And you know who I'm really happy for is Jamal. Outside of the veterans like Ish and DeAndre, Jamal, to get to have that injury and not know what his future held or how he was going to come back.
What was that? He's the only guard, or he's tied with someone for having the most, or like averaging a 25, 10, 10,
Yeah.
25, 10, and 5 or something.
With the like shooting percentages too.
Yeah.
But man, just what a series from him, and just to have him, like we always talked about, hey, eventually together Murray and Jokic could do this for us, and this is a year just like I wasn't sure it was going to be this year because I didn't know how he would progress, and the fact that like he got once the playoffs started, the dog came out, and Jamal just was Jamal, who we thought he could always be. Just took over at times in series, just what we needed. And dude, I love Jamal.
I liked his shirt. It had
Bubble
Murray crossed out, then had playoff Murray, and crossed out, and just had champion.
Oh, that is a cool shirt.
And it's a New Balance.
It's a New Balance shirt.
It's a New Balance.
There's no more Bubble Murray. It's just Murray, man.
Yeah, like there's no Bubble Murray. There's
Yeah,
no playoff
it wasn't
Murray.
I wasn't just good in the bubble.
No, it's like I'm champion Murray.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to find that shirt.
That's cool.
Coco, it's a
I'm
New Balance.
trying
I want the
Coco
Michael
had one.
Malone shirt, by the way.
Yes.
What was that?
He said, what did he say? Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
I've looked for that one as well, and I have not been able to find it.
Yeah, I want that shirt. I took a screenshot of it and sent you guys. Like, I want that shirt.
Yeah.
I haven't been able
I
to
haven't been
find
able
it.
to find it yet either. I've looked.
Have you guys ever won a championship in anything?
No. Tim has. Recreational
I
basketball.
won 3 in a row
Yeah.
in middle school, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Park and Rec basketball.
Wait, we won an adult market league.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I we made some big free throws into the game. We got a defensive stop. We did. I
Fuck
did
you,
win a
Jerry
championship.
Lace.
Yeah. He made me laugh. It was funny.
But
He tried to psych me out. That was
Like,
fun.
That's it. Nothing like
No, nothing major. Never in like a organized.
No, we
sport.
got our ass kicked and
Yeah,
everything.
well, I've never won
You
one
would,
either.
yeah, you would
You
have
played for one.
championship
You played
No,
for
I'm
one.
just saying I can't imagine that feeling of like
accomplishment.
ascendance to like a level where you're like you can always look back on it and
The
be
closest was
Yeah, no
that
matter
time.
what.
Closest was that time that we beat Falcon for like our 4th win of the season on a buzzer beater,
On a buzzer beater, Rob 10 holes.
and it felt like a championship.
That was a fun night.
All right, I mean, like that's the closest
Yeah.
I got. Like when it comes to, I mean, we still only won like 5 games that season. But
well. Can I say something here? I feel, and this is gonna sound strange, but having been a Nuggets fan from day one, right? Day one. What was that interaction you had with that dude at Buena Vista?
No, it wasn't at Buena Vista. That was at my daughter's school.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
My daughter's school. I was like, hey, I've seen this dad walking in now. We're both always wearing Nuggets gear. I finally tried to initiate a conversation, and I was like, dude, I'm really excited about the Nuggets season. How about you? He goes, yeah. And I was like, especially since the Broncos are going to suck. And his response was, I've been a Nuggets fan for 31 years. And I just took a deep breath, made eye contact with him, and walked away because I was like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Like, what is that? Like,
Yeah, it just he probably feels like there's all these bandwagoners.
Well, there are, and that's okay.
Stupid, but that's
so
stupid.
like I ran into him again. We did like this whole like welcome parent thing, and I was talking to him. I was like, dude, I grew up going to Nuggets games. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a bandwagon fan, bro. Like, I'm not gonna just be like, hey, like, what's up? You want to get into it? I'm 38 years old. I'm a 38 year. I've been a Nuggets fan for 38 years. You know, I'm like, come on. Like,
Are you guys doing yoga together?
we did have child yoga that morning, yes, but that was a bad first. That was a bad first impression. Like, I'm sorry, the way he said it, and like how it came across.
Yeah.
I was just like, fuck you, dude.
Right.
I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Okay, so to my point, we have been Nuggets fans, all of us, since we've known the game of basketball, which I think is a pretty young age.
Knee high to a grasshopper.
Knee high to a grasshopper, right?
Nick Nichols, man.
Is it
Nichols.
unfair for me to feel like I'm a champion?
You're a champion,
We're
dude.
champion.
Are you a champion?
We're champion. We're championship fans.
No,
We're champions.
No one can take that from us.
Championship.
We're champions.
No one can
We
take
know a guy on the team, public relations,
Right.
like he's there. Like we have connects. We have my best friend who was a ball boy. You know what I mean? Like this isn't like a
Uncle Rick got tickets. He got 3. So I think we'll be able to go to some games.
I'm just saying, like I feel
like
when they won,
we're
because I've never won a championship. This
Well,
is the one when the Broncos won, I didn't feel this way.
I was really excited when the Broncos won.
I did the
Super Bowl
first one.
50.
Yeah.
The first one when they beat the Packers.
In 98.
I remember that because I was at my Uncle Bill's, and
Yeah.
I remember that one pretty.
That's a good memory.
Yeah.
I
remember that.
I
part of that one for sure.
never really thought we'd see the day.
But I would always say the Nuggets is always going to be the most important because of
The history.
how hard it is
Yes.
in the history of that franchise.
Right.
I honestly thought we
How,
would see
the
it
ups
here.
and the downs and how just the NBA and small market and how hard it is for a
Yes.
small market team
And the way the
to win an NBA championship.
NBA
Yes.
manipulates things. I didn't think we would see one until we were old.
Can we give credit where credit's due here? And I don't like doing this because I'm anti-Walmart. I hate large corporations, but
Good for you amazing owners, man.
they're great
They want to win.
sports owners.
They
Look
wanna
at
win.
every team they own.
Yeah.
They need to buy the Rockies.
Please.
Please buy the Rockies.
Right.
Somebody
Or the
who
Penners.
wants to win, buy the Rockies.
I think there is a rumor that like Altitude's trying to pick up because AT&T Sports isn't going to cover the Rockies next year. Like that deal's
So
done.
Altitude's going to try to pick that up, and that's going to be their.
That's their end to get
Their summer.
Yeah,
Their summer programming.
but that's their end to get into the Rockies.
That's their idea. I want them to buy the Rockies. I want someone to win.
Yeah.
It's sad when you watch them on TV. Not that I watch them all the time, but I do watch an inning or two here and there, just because I grew up a Rockies fan. And the other weekend when they were playing Atlanta, and you watch it and you see more Atlanta fans in the stands than you do Rockies fans.
Yeah.
And granted, Rockies games have always been like 50-50. It's always been. I've been to plenty of Rockies games because the Rockies didn't come around till the early 90s, so everybody had their teams. Denver's a melting pot city. And you see it with the Nuggets, a little bit with the Broncos. But like, I feel like the Rockies is where you see just not enough Rockies fans and too many out of town fans.
Let me tell you why I love the Nuggets so much. Because, well, first of all,
The champions.
the NBA is a diverse league in terms of, it's probably in terms of most like worldwide league in America. It's the biggest worldwide league in America. Some could argue baseball. I understand that.
Oh, no.
Some could argue hockey. I get that.
No.
But those have their little like areas. You know what I mean? Whereas I feel like the NBA is truly international. But maybe not. Maybe not.
You might like this, but there was soccer.
I think
Football.
But another reason I like the Nuggets so much is I've never gone to a Nuggets game, even though I've talked shit about other people at Nuggets games. I've never been to a Nuggets game and felt unwelcomed.
I witnessed the fight.
Right.
Yeah, I've been to Nuggets
We
games.
had this conversation the other night.
Yeah. When I go to Nuggets game, I feel like there's like a positive kind of vibe.
I've never like had someone told me to sit down.
Right. And I think that's different than, some other sports. And again, I think it's just another positive on the NBA, another positive on the Nuggets.
That's what they present.
I think it's just cool, man. I think there's a little
The
more.
vibe, man.
The vibe is
in
much
the stadium
better,
is
yeah.
just so much. I think you could say the same about if you went to an Avalanche game. It's very
Right.
similar because I've been to a few Avs games
Yeah,
when they were good, and it's very similar.
similar
like,
vibe, positive.
That energy in the stadium in Ball
It's awesome.
Arena is
Yeah.
it's the same, and it's not like I don't know, just going to a Broncos game or the ones that we have.
No,
Just different.
I watched a grown ass man punch an 18-year-old kid in the face at a Broncos game.
Broncos game.
A Broncos Raiders game.
Right.
Watch that. Oh my god, dude! Like, come on.
I
You
know.
don't see that. Other than that, in-4 guy from Phoenix, like,
Why'd you have to bring him up?
I don't know, because we beat Phoenix in the playoffs.
I'd really like to
And he never
meet that
showed
guy in a dark alley. But then he'd probably be able to run away from me.
Yeah, but no.
No, you're very
Goodbye.
agile.
I'm not as agile.
you run, man. You're good. You're good.
Jog slow.
Or is it jogging?
Totally agree with you on that take, man.
Yeah.
No,
thank
that's a
you.
great take. I've never actually thought of it. and I think
Okay.
that's
All
awesome.
right. So we talked finals moments. The season's way over. We have an upcoming season, which I'd like to touch on briefly before
Yes,
we go
little-
watch the Broncos,
little
because we are
teaser.
going to watch the Broncos. But what are like the biggest memories from the season that stick out into your mind? I'll start if you don't mind. I knew Murray was back when he hit the game-winning shot against the Trailblazers in Portland, because I know we know that home court advantage. We've been there.
Mhm.
That is a real NBA home court advantage. And Jamal Murray was cold. After Lillard hit a big shot, Jamal Murray hit the game winner.
Right. Yep. I would agree. That's a big moment in the season.
The dunk on Christmas, Aaron
Yes,
Gordon.
that was gonna be mine.
Like that was
Yeah.
like, holy shit, dude, we're not playing around anymore. Like
No.
we are here for it, right?
Right.
Those are the two big regular season things that stick out to me. And then Jokic versus Davis in the semis or the Western Conference Finals.
Yep.
That like those are the three things that like really stick out to me.
Jokic balled out, man.
He's such a badass, dude.
I think
He's
Davis
such
is
a badass.
overrated.
He's gonna come in overweight, dude. He's gonna be so slow the first like month.
Jokic?
Yeah.
He looks pretty good, man. For
No,
a guy that's been partying and racing horses,
Yeah, he's been having fun.
let him have fun, man.
No, I get it. He deserves that fun. Real quick hot take on Jokic. I was very disappointed he decided not to play for Serbia.
I wasn't. He needed a break, man.
I know, but
If it's the Olympics,
They didn't
he's
need
got the
him.
Olympics next summer.
They didn't need him. They won the championship.
I know they
now
won.
for Germany. U.S. didn't even get a fucking medal.
I know.
We lost to Canada, and they didn't even have Jamal Murray.
okay. Best moments that stick out from you. I'm sorry, I probably stole a couple, but is there anything else from the season?
When
Just
I
all
knew,
encompassing.
okay, so when we had that losing streak after we beat Memphis,
Right.
all right,
Huge.
a big win because they were going to be maybe in a race with us for first.
Is this right? Is this when John
Right.
went to the strip club?
Yeah, there's a night after. Yeah. But
Thank
anyway,
you, shotgun win.
after that, we kind of went into this like, as Coach Malone said, chill mode. Right,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting nervous. It's like a 2 week.
You're talking about that pre-playoff.
Yeah, it was like that 2 week where
Yeah.
we were just kind of
We didn't finish this season.
not
strong.
locked in.
late February,
And
early
then
March.
I was like, man, I don't know. and we had a big game. And this was during the Super Bowl. That's why I remember it.
Mm-hmm.
We had a big game, or maybe it wasn't the Super Bowl, but Tim and I watched a big game against the Bucs, where it was like, hey man, like, because the Bucs were the number one in the East, we were the number one in the West, and when we were on that fringe because we were playing bad, I was like, we need to show that we're ready for that. And at that time, I thought the Bucs were probably going to be the team that if we made it, you know.
I always thought it'd be the Celtics.
And then, I thought the Bucs, but anyway. To win that game, and they had Giannis, and we kicked their ass. And we turned it on. I was like, okay, man, we're gonna be okay.
We're gonna be all right.
We're gonna be okay. Oh, because I was worried about him for a good 2.5 week stretch, and then I was like, all right, I guess they can just turn it on. And you know, as we rested players and got ready for the playoffs, and
pretty impressive.
I was like, all right, that's kind of that's another thing that told me is like, all right, maybe okay.
I got you, Tim. Anything stick out to you?
You guys covered them all. Covered a lot of them. For me, the thing that stands out in my mind, this goes back to the playoffs, is that MPJ dunk on KD.
Yes.
Like, yeah. I thought that was fucking sick.
It was sick.
Pardon my language. Regular season, I was one of those people going into the playoffs. I was like, I don't like how we finished. But then we came out, and we it was probably more of a battle than we even realized playing Minnesota in that first round. Bows for bows. They couldn't stop Jokic. They had 2 7-footers, and they couldn't stop Jokic. They Gobert, whatever, he's supposed to be the defensive player of the year all the time, couldn't stop Jokic. It was beautiful. Just watching, it's underappreciated, and what's really cool is I got to watch my dad grow. In the fact that he used to really dislike Jokic and the way Jokic plays. But even my dad this season, throughout the course of the season, the start of the season, he was always like, Jokic passes too much. By the end, my dad was like, that dude's a basketball IQ. He's crazy.
Yeah.
And to hear my dad come around like that, especially about the Nuggets, because my dad's not a big NBA fan, that's probably a highlight for me, is just to watch the fanhood of my dad change and grow, and it was fun to see. I don't know, man. I have a terrible memory, so I can't remember.
I think that's
really cool.
I'm just thinking of things that stood out to me,
and
and you've talked to Dad since the beginning of the season last year to the end, and he really got into it.
Oh no, he was definitely into it.
And that speaks volumes to the game that the Nuggets actually play. The fact that my dad got into it.
Dad's an old school Nuggets fan.
He used to go back when they played at the
City Auditorium.
Downtown. Yeah.
We have 1 minute each, my friends. Quick, happy with the draft, okay with the draft, not good with the draft.
Just off season in general.
And just what's your vibe going into the next season? What? 1 minute.
I feel pretty good. I think we're going to have a healthier Jamal Murray even, and a stronger Jamal Murray. And same with all our pieces. Did we lose Bruce Brown? Does that definitely hurt? But I am so impressed with what Calvin Booth has done, help his team. I think, does that mean Brown, Baby Brown is going to have to step up a little bit. P. Watt, who knows what Jalen Pickett and Strother. And hey, this kid from Clemson, man, he might be something too. He might be that good backup, small forward, power forward mix that we need. So I feel really good. I know other teams got better. I'm sure they'll always talk about how the Lakers got better because of the fucking Lakers. But I feel good and ready for us to repeat. I think we have a window here for the next couple of years to be in that. And until someone knocks us off, I think we should be the favorite. And that's good. That's going to be different for us. Usually we're the underdog, but I'm sure the media will continue to ignore us because we're the Denver Nuggets, and hopefully motivate our boys to get back to the promised land again.
Oh yeah, 1 minute, Tim.
1 minute. I think it sucks we weren't able to sign Bruce Brown. I understand that man wanted to get paid. I get it. I think we can replace him. I do think we can replace him, but the way he brought energy in the playoffs kind of showed his value, and why I'm a little nervous that we weren't able to re-sign him. Just because there were a couple of games that were close, and he came in and he pushed the pace. I do think through the draft we found some people. That kid from Clemson balled out during summer league, and I just think I'm excited for the season. I think we're going to do great. I just was a little nervous at the fact that we didn't get Bruce Brown back, and that was for me a negative this summer. But I do think Calvin Booth does his things. He knows what he's doing. He knows where to spend money to make sure that we're paying our big guys. And so you got to have trust in that fact. But I think you may not replace him with one person. You may have to replace Bruce Brown with two different people, considering what Bruce brought to us, at least in the playoff. Like, I wasn't always impressed with him during the regular season, but that veteranism and that dunk and the shit that he brought, the shit he brought to us in the playoffs is going to be hard to replace. But I do have faith that we will replace it, and I do think we're going to have another great season moving forward, and it's going to be fun. It might be a slow start because our guys partied all summer, but I do like the fact that Jokic and Murray stayed out of the FIBA competition. Granted, I get it's a big deal. U.S. sucked at it, but I feel like them sitting out shows how serious and how ready they are to compete again for another NBA championship.
That's cool. I'm glad Murray did not play. Just a little disappointed in Jokic. Pickett's going to be our best rookie, no doubt about it. He's going to fill in where Bruce Brown filled in, or at least Monte Morris. He might be a Monte Morris type. The rest of the league that was great, like 3-4 years ago, are all aging out. We're in our prime. I'm most worried about Oklahoma City. And we're going to crush it, dude. We're going to crush it. We still have our starting five.
Champions.
Kidding me?
Champions.
We still have our starting five.
Champions.
baby.
Yeah.
Champions.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Go Broncos.
Go Broncos.
We'll see what happens. Not too high on the